Hey guys, Stephanie here. I am finally doing the video for the t-shirt quilting, and I'm going to show you how I use my t-shirt press to help me make these t-shirt quilts. It makes the whole process so much easier because it's a lot quicker. So first of all, this particular quilt is for a friend of mine who was in Boy Scouts when he was young, and he saved all of his shirts and he wants me to make it into a t-shirt quilt for him. So what I like to do first is I like to count my shirts. So I usually ask for 20 to 25, and as you can see here, I do have a lot. I have plenty. I've already counted them out. So what I do is kind of get a feel for the colors and the sizes, and I have to make two decisions, or the owner has to make a decision between a block style quilt, which is where all the t-shirts are like one block, like 12 by 12, the whole thing, or if they want a collage style quilt, which is my preference. I really like, I enjoy making collage quilts where they're different sizes and I customize whatever is on the front. So say like this guy right here, like I will just cut out the inside, the picture of this, and then I will piece it all together and make a collage style quilt. So for this one, it is going to be collage style. He said that I can do whatever I want, so that's what I prefer. And the first thing I do is like I said, I count them all, trying to figure out what kind I'm going to do, and then I start cutting. So typically what I will do is I will just use my rotary cutter, and I will just very quickly run through, cut off the arms, cut out the neck, and then cut down the sides. If there is a back and I want to use it, then I'll make sure that I make really clean cuts so I can use the front and the back. The web that I use, this is a Pellon. It's 911 FF white fusible featherweight. I do use another kind. It's called 950 Pellon, and it's thicker. So if you want a thicker quilt, you might want to go with the web that is, it's Pellon 950. So this is 911 featherweight. This is lighter. I will not put one of these t-shirt quilts with this Pellon through my tabletop sewing machine. I always send it to my mom. She's a long arm quilter, and we use her machine to quilt it because it gets very thick and very bulky, and it is it's not feasible for me to sit at my sewing machine and do it. Yes, you can tie a thick quilt like this, and I'm not a big fan of tying. It's just not my preference. I do have access to a long arm quilt machine, so why not use that? So, okay. So what I do now is I will cut pieces for this and match them to my shirts. And then here comes the really cool part, is I press them in my t-shirt press. Because if you don't, then you have to do it by an iron. And let's face it, if you are holding your iron, you're covering a very small space. I just dropped that one. You're covering a very small space, and you got to put the fusible underneath. Set your iron down and wait, what, 10 seconds? And then you move your iron to the next piece. And then you gotta go back and make sure that it fused, because sometimes you have to go back over them 2 or 3 times because they're not fusing. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a t-shirt press. It makes life so much easier. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so here's my big pile of shirts right here. Here is my Pellon. Here we go. And then here is the machine. This is a power heat press, 15 by 15. This board here is 15 by 15. And it's heating up right now, and it's going to take a couple minutes. But I do want to point out that this is on a plastic table. Do not recommend to use a plastic table. You're going to want to use a solid surface top. I actually have a dining room table that is glass. The top is glass. So that is where I do all my pressing because this gets so hot. I'm just going to show you how to do one shirt, turn it off, and then move it. All right, so now I have got the vinyl underneath the top here. I've got the shirt, the pellin right here, and the vinyl underneath. So the vinyl is very important not to see that ink right there. Yeah. So I'm protecting the shirt by putting the vinyl here. And what's going to happen is I'm going to pull this lever down, this guy right here, and it's going to press them all together. And then we'll have a shirt that has the pellin fused behind it for stabilization. So look at this, we're almost there, 340. Okay. All right guys, so now I am ready to go. I am at 340 degrees on my t-shirt press. So all I need to do now, I got my t-shirt, my pellin, my vinyl in here. So all I need to do now is lower this handle, and it's counting down to 1, and it will beep at me when it's finished. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So now this shirt is bigger than the plates here. They're 15 by 15. So what I'm going to do is just turn around, put my vinyl back in place here. We're going to count down again and have it nice and stable when this is all done. You can't, I'm sure that if you do this and you use an iron, this probably takes the longest, is using an iron, handheld iron to do this. So what I like to do is, or actually the time that I spend pressing is less than actually putting the t-shirt quilt together. I mean, I can press, you know, a whole t-shirt group together for one quilt in under an hour. I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, and you kind of get a rhythm and a groove for how to cut everything, how to place it, how to get it assembled and pressed like an assembly line, basically. Okay, so here we go. Here's the t-shirt, and then it is all, the pellin is on there. It's sticking. It is not coming off. This was a good fuse, good to go for the next t-shirt. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to show you and turn it off because it gets super hot. After I get the pellin on there, I will, when I cut it down, I will line up my rulers, make sure that I get a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch all around the print on the shirt. So this is all fused and ready to go. And this just doesn't take any time at all to do these, and it makes it so worth it. Again, if you like the power heat press, I'm putting an affiliate link on here and to take you over to Amazon to show you where you can get it. I got mine from Amazon. So if you have any questions, please list them below. Please follow me on YouTube, on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. I'm Stephanie Borman, but all of my social media is under the Quilting Knitter. So thanks for watching. See you next time.